Hello everyone, or the Q here, and welcome back to a brand new exciting episode of Octopath Traveler. Today we'll be starting up Cyrus's third chapter, but first we got a little bit of traveling banter to go through. Oh, Liana, why?
She must have had her reasons.
Huh?
You are thinking about the young girl who stole the ember, are you not? Do you truly think her capable of committing such an act on her own?
No, I don't. All she's ever wanted was to make the Archbishop, her father, proud of her.
Yet she stole the ember. Mayhap something drove her to it.
Yes.
First, we should track her down and put the question to her. Then, perchance, we will find out the why and wherefore. What made Liana do what she did? Was her hand forced? Answer those questions and you may be able to help her. I will do whatever you need to assist you.
Thank you, Sir Olberic. I may well call upon you. Why, of course. Actually, while we're here in town, let me see if I can find the weapon shop real quick. Just to make sure we have the decentest, most wonderful amounts of weapons that we got. Although that entire sentence was a horrible mess up, but we're going to ignore the fact that it was grammatically incorrect. Let's see, we've got this thing. This is actually better than what Olberic has, so I might actually get that. Cleaver, not too shabby, I suppose. Graviton Axe. That sounds pretty cool, actually. It's not all that grand, but its accuracy is really useful. Sapphire Rod. Ooh, speaking of the Sapphire Rod, we did just get a new staff, so I want to make sure that I equip that. So let's make sure that I do. Equipment. Let's see if it's something that I could wield. It's the Black Staff. Occasionally blinds targets. It's not as useful as the Sapphire Rod at all, which is rather unfortunate. It might be good for Ophelia, though. So we'll see what it does for her. Yeah, that's better for Ophelia. But that's about it for her. Let's see here. If I come down to the Sapphire Rod, I could just buy a new one for her, but we'll wait and see what other treasures we get. An Airing Ring. Max SP plus 30, not too shabby, but... Ooh, I just hiccuped. My bad. I think we're going to leave this town behind us from now, and move on with Cyrus's story in Stoneguard. It'll be interesting to go back to Stoneguard. Hello? Let's start the tale. Let's go find the tavern. Let's do this. Hello, good sir. I would like to hear a tale.
The story so far. In Quarry Crest, Cyrus used his powers of deduction to get to the bottom of a series of kidnappings perpetrated by the depraved scholar, Gideon, who was harvesting the villagers' blood for his dark research. It was Gideon's sickening lavatory that Cyrus discovered it. A translated copy of Far Reaches of Hell. Through the history of the dark arts intrigued him. He could not sit idly by while his peers used knowledge for evil. And so Cyrus came to Stoneguard, where the tome was bound. Would he find answers here, or would more dreadful questions? Or will I never speak correctly again? Wow, I am flabbergasted at how badly I'm speaking today. Stoneguard at last! A sprawling city if I ever saw one. Talk about searching for a needle in a haystack.
Now then.
First, I should review where we stand. Like as not, the translated copy of Far from the Far Reaches of Hell was produced by a bookmaker in this town. But where to begin my search? Logically speaking, it would make the most sense to begin at the source. Which means head straight for... the bindery, of course. Where else?
Very well.
Let the investigation begin. It's one of the people from the, I forget what the group is called. They're the ones that are being led by the Savior, though. And they seem to be following me, not just in Cyrus's story, but in Ophelia's story, of course, and then, one other story. Oh, and in Primrose's story, there was the one guy who was a messenger for the crow.
Take care.
You know, I feel it now too. The unmistakable sense of being watched. For my part, the feeling was faint at first, and came and went, but it grows stronger with every step we take. Undoubtedly, your instincts are sharper than mine. How did you acquire them, I wonder? I cannot say. It is something I learned on the battlefield. By what means I do not rightfully know. I was hoping that there was some easy trick to it. It is easy enough if you are willing to fight as many battles as I am. I think easy here means something different to you and me. Fair enough. Even a scholar such as yourself cannot know everything there is to know of this world. I did it kind of whispery, by the way, so that way it's as if they're like trying to keep their conversation to, oh, I like this library. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Yo, what's up, dude?
Indeed.
And bookbinding requires the finest of materials. Well, what kind of materials can I purchase from you? Never mind. Wait. I'll take that, though. These are useful. Oh, a discount of 205. Nice.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah, I also have to inquire. Oh, well, scrutinize, rather. Let's see now. Testimony. I sold a book of my own making to Dominic, a translator. His home lies on the east side of town. Oh, most intriguing. Well now, it would seem I owe this Dominic fellow a visit. I should be able to find him in the workshop just east of here. Let's head to the east then. This is east. We want to go even easter. All the way to the east to here.
Excuse me.
Beg pardon, is this the residence of... I don't know who you are, but I am not in the mood for company.
A moment of your time.
If you could just spare a moment, kind sir, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Be gone with you.
I said I wish to see no one. Leave me at once. He seems like a stubborn one. I'll have to find another way. Pray forgive the intrusion. A good day to you, sir. It might behove me to find out a bit more about our friend Dominic. Well, this guy certainly might help. By giving me something good. Not really. All of life for 150 cheaper, though, is not too bad. I'll take these. Did I just get a huge discount of 854? Wow.
A strange sight it must be to see me carry such wares, but these are my husband's.
Oh. I didn't know you were a lady. I'm sorry, lady. Let's see now. Ah, okay. Because you see, she looked like a beggar from behind.
Alright, so he went and shut himself in. Dominic's seclusion, yada yada yada. New information. Let's find the next person, shall we? Why am I stuck here? Oh, there were two people in the way. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Oh, there's a house here that I can go inside. Let's see if he has anything I can purchase. Nah, I've got better shields. Had a translating commission. He thought it would earn him a fortune. Yada yada yada. He's still a poor lad. Dominic's remorse. And then we've yet another one down this way to Stoneguard Valleys. Ah, good sir. How are you today? Let me purchase something off of you. Never mind. Nothing useful. Sold some medicine to Dominic about 15 years ago. Jeez. Was in a spot of bother, as I recall, financially speaking. Yada yada yada. Dominic's troubles.
Very well.
And that should do it, I dare say. Dominic will be more talkative this time. Alright.
Excuse me.
Beg pardon, Master Dominic. I am Cyrus, the scholar who called upon you earlier.
Ah,
You again. I already told you. I do not want to see you. 15 years ago, who did Dominic lose to sickness? Ah, frick. I do not recall this. I totally forgot that this was part of Cyrus's story. Well, rip if I lose this. His wife, perhaps? His daughter? This is information I do not recall. I would say his mother.
not exactly.
Okay, it was his wife then. What? It was his daughter? He had a daughter?
Not
Okay.
exactly.
Wow, I was horrible at this one. Jeepers. What task did Dominic take on to pay his debts? So what is the point of this if you can, like, still answer it correctly? Not hunting a beast, it was translating a book. And then the third one...
But of course.
Yes, if my reasoning is correct, this is undoubtedly why Dominic has cut off all contact with the outside world. I do not mean to open old wounds, friend. But I have heard that you lost your dear daughter to illness some 15 years ago.
Thusly,
Since then, you have secluded yourself and cut off all contact with the outside world. In order to procure the elixirs that might save your daughter, you needed coin, quickly and in large quantities. And so you accepted an unusual task.
yes.
To wit, producing a translation of Far from the Far Reaches of Hell. Who told you this?
Now then.
The book that you translated is now in my possession. Clearly you are a scholar of great knowledge and wisdom. You took care to omit the most horrific pages, doubtless because you recognized the danger they posed. As an academic, I will not stand idly by as knowledge is used for the purpose of evil. And so I ask you, who commissioned this translation from you? Come inside.
Many thanks.
Thank you, friend.
Listen.
But where should I even begin?
In truth,
15 years ago, a man came here to me with a request that he said he was dire of importance. Strangely, I cannot recall his name. He was a scholar, and from his words one could tell his mind was as sharp as a blade. What I remember most from anything were his eyes, which burned blood red with a zeal for knowledge that bordered on obsession.
What in the...
Red eyes? Could it be? No, perish the thought.
After that,
They say in recent years he accepted a prestigious position at the Royal Academy in Atlasdom.
it couldn't be.
Good gods! Headmaster Yvonne?
Yes.
Yes. It's all coming back to me now. Yvonne was his name.
Ugh. In truth,
He came to me, a mighty and venerable tome in hand. That tome was from the far reaches of hell. I did not have to think twice.
is that so?
Knowing full well the dangers posed by the forbidden knowledge within.
Yes.
Yes, I was not blind to the risk. And yet, what choice did I have? The medicines my daughter required cost a veritable fortune, and I am but a humble scholar. So you followed Yvonne's instruction to the letter?
Yes.
Yes, I translated that dreadful tome. All the while fearing for my life what horrors might come to pass if the knowledge fell into the wrong hands. In the end, even the rarest of elixirs could not save my poor girl. Looking back, I believe this was divine punishment for my sins. Headmaster Yvonne, whatever was that man thinking? You say the book is in your possession. I beg of you, promise me.
Leave it to me.
I will see that it is never again used to bring pain and suffering. You have my word. The pain and guilt you bear is surely beyond my understanding, but I hope this will bring you even a small measure of solace. Rest your heart easy, friend, as best as you can.
You have my thanks.
Cyrus, was it? You have my thanks.
Come now.
Well, are you going to keep hiding in the shadows, or shall we end this charade?
So you were wise to my presence?
Just so.
I knew I was being followed, yes. Huh? Her? Why? I don't remember her name, though. Oh, wait. He doesn't know her name either. Fancy meeting you outside the academy. You are the headmaster's assistant, miss.
Call me Lucia.
Greetings.
A pleasure, and why have you followed me here, Miss Lucia?
I apologize.
Forgive me, Professor Albright. I mean no offense. I overheard that you were investigating the whereabouts of a certain tome. A tome by the name of From the Far Reaches of the Hell. Is this correct?
And what if it is?
In truth,
What I am about to say, I ask that you keep in the utmost confidence. I have reason to believe Headmaster Yvonne is plotting something unsavory involving the selfsame tome.
Why, I'll
So the
be...
thief who stole the book from the archives was...
yes.
The headmaster himself. Of this I am all but certain. The headmaster's assistant I may be, but first and foremost I am a scholar in my own right. I will not stand to see my profession's good name sullied by the one who would use knowledge in the name of evil. This is why...
Indeed.
You came here seeking my aid.
Correct.
Yes, my intuition as an academic tells me you are a man to be trusted. As you may be aware, Headmaster Yvonne hails from Stoneguard himself.
Yes.
I was planning to investigate that very matter after I was done here.
The house in which he was born still stands. Yet there are ominous rumors about the place. I have ascertained its location, but I am hesitant to investigate further on my own. And so I ask Professor Albright, pray lend me your aid.
I see.
Before I promise anything, I would see the house with my own eyes.
Correct.
I understand completely. You will find it on the north side of town.
Is this his house? We were not even that far away.
Shall we begin?
Very well, let us pay it a visit straight away. As for whether or not I can cooperate, I will give you my answer there. Is this acceptable?
Thank you.
But of course, thank you, Professor. I will go on ahead and meet you there.
Oh, it's up the stairs, okay. That was a little bit misleading. Yeah, I do understand that you're trying to actually betray me in the end, Miss Lucia, but we'll get to that in the next episode. Until then, though, thank you guys very much for watching. Click that like button down below, subscribe to see more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have fun.